What up, everybody? So, remember when I used to do movie reviews? Now all I do is talk about comic books. Who the hell cares about everybody should care about comic books. Anyway, well, I always I do this to myself every year. Okay, I log in every movie that I watch from the year that I'm in. For so for example, 2016. Every movie that I watch from 2016, I log it in, and sometimes I'll give it a full review, its own review, and others I intend to make a series like this, where I just give you a video where I quickly review a handful of movies. I tried to do it last year. I think I did it like once, but then I just kind of quit. Who knows? I might quit again. I might do this and then forget about it later. I'm gonna try not to. 2016 has not necessarily been a great year for movies, so I haven't really been motivated to see a lot of stuff. But I have seen enough to where I can do this little series. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna call it. At the time of this recording, I don't really have a name for this segment, so hopefully I can think of a proper name before I upload it. I'll probably come up with something generic, who knows. But anyway, the intention is to go down the list of movies that I know I have not reviewed on this channel and give you a quick brief review. Now I'm gonna try to make this video under 15 minutes. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the clock here, and if or if I'm getting close to the 15-minute mark, then I'm gonna stop on whatever movie that I'm reviewing. I'm hoping to get in at least 3 films in each video, so let's see how that goes, okay? So I got my list right up in front of me. I'm gonna go ahead and get down with this. The first movie I saw in 2016, the first release I saw, was 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Now, technically, I did review this movie. I did a collaboration review with Movie Man Chad. We did a video for Relive Entertainment when we went to go see this movie together. Um, but you can go hunt down that video. If I remember, I'll put the link down below. But let me just go ahead and give you my take right here, right now, in case you don't want to do that. This movie was damn good. It's a Michael Bay movie, and I get it. People hate him, and I've always been a fan of Michael Bay, but during the last few years, I've definitely understood why people don't like him with his awful Pain and Gain movie, and then that last Transformers movie that I thought was okay for the first 90 minutes, and then it just goes completely bonkers and just hurt my head. Yeah, not those aren't very good movies. So with this particular movie, I was worried because it was based on a true story, and if he could butcher a true story and make it into a crappy comedy like Pain and Gain, who knows what he's gonna do in a military-based film. Thankfully, he did not do a bad job. He actually showed a little bit of maturity as a filmmaker and restraint. He is known for making over the top action sequences and he gives you stunt work that is just completely impossible to do. But in this case, yes, he does create some really spectacular looking combat sequences, but they do look realistic. They are graphic, but they're graphic in a way that they need to be graphic, not overly grotesque, and there's no insane stunt work. It's just pure violence for a pure violent situation. I like this film because I know that some people see it as propaganda. They see it as, you know, coming out. It came out during an election year, and you could definitely use this movie against Hillary Clinton, even though they don't say her name. So this can be a political situation when you watch this movie. I don't see it that way. I don't look at that. I really look at just the story of survival and brotherhood. John Krasinski, aka Jim from The Office, is jacked as hell, and he is damn good in this movie. James James Badge Dale, who I think is a very underrated actor, he did a phenomenal job in this movie as well. This movie has some good characters. It has some good dialogue. It does have humor, but not in that necessarily not in the typical tasteless humor that Michael Bay is known for. It does have a few jokes that are kind of raunchy here and there, but nothing that a true soldier wouldn't say. This is a great little movie. I think that it sucks that Michael Bay makes a good movie for a change and it flops. Now because of this, we're gonna get another Transformer movie directed by him. Anyway, 13 Hours is a very good film. I highly recommend it. It does have some narrative issues and some pacing issues in the first 40 minutes. The narrative is very murky in those 40 minutes as well. So it really comes down to when the combat starts. That's when the movie completely takes flight. I don't know why I said that. So I'm going to give 13 Hours a 4 out of 5. So the next movie, I got right along too. I did a review on that. The next movie is Kung Fu Panda 3. I went from 13 Hours to Kung Fu Panda. Okay. Kung Fu Panda 3 could have, in many ways, been a bad uh, animated sequel. Usually, when you hit the third film in an animated sequel, that can be bad. Fortunately, it's not bad at all. It's a solid sequel. It's nowhere near as great as Part 1 and Part 2. I love those two films, but it still manages to be as fun as the other ones. The comedy is well made. The animation is gorgeous in every way. You know, the soundtrack is really engaging and really lively. Um, the villain isn't quite as good. I remember that. You have to understand, I saw these movies a long time ago, so some of them I'm not too. I gotta kind of think back on. I just remember really enjoying it. I remember laughing. I remember seeing it in a theater full of kids, and I just had a good time. Um, yes, there were adults there too. Uh, I would like this to be the final film. I don't think it needs to go beyond this movie. And action wise, it's incredible. But again, you know, it's not quite as refined as the other two, not quite as clever, but still a solid enjoyment, a solid animated sequel, and I would give it a 4 out of 5. And then let's see how much time I'm at. Yes, this is unedited. I'm reaching 9 minutes, so let's see how this one goes. This might be the last one. Deadpool. I cannot believe I have not reviewed Deadpool on this channel or any other channel. Deadpool is awesome. Deadpool is probably one of my favorite movies of this year because it's just so much fun. It's so violent and bloody and enjoyable. It definitely gave me a bigger appreciation for Ryan Reynolds, who can be kind of hit or miss with me. I thought that it had great action, awesome humor, a great soundtrack, and I love the fact that, of course, the movie is self-aware. I like that it is true to the nature of this comic book character. Um, I'm excited that they're making part two. It does suck that at the time that I'm recording this, the news is that the director is leaving the sequel, and that sucks because he did such a great job with this film. he's it's his first film, and yet the action sequences are fantastic. The pacing is wonderful. It is just a fun, breezy film to watch when you want to see something violent and fun. The sex humor is actually pretty good. The supporting cast is really good. I like the villain. I know a lot of people say the villain is weak. I like the villain because of what an asshole he is, how snarky he is, how full of himself he really is. Deadpool is a 4.5 out of 5. I had fun watching it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And I guess I'm just gonna move on. Let's see. So we're reaching 11 minutes. So why don't we go ahead and you know what? I will stop at this. Triple Nine, I did a review for, so we're done with that. The sixth movie I saw was Gods of Egypt. Oh my god. I remember I tried to film a review for that and I couldn't deal with it at the time. I wrote a review for it and it just wow. I did not expect it to be good, but man, I was hoping it would be fun at least. I thought this movie was terrible. I really can't really say much about it anymore because I can barely remember it. I have tried so hard to block it out of my memory. I haven't been thinking about that movie at all. Uh, when the trailer came out, everybody was so excited about the whitewashing, and I was like, man, the whitewashing looks like the least of this movie's problems. It's so shitty. It's a shitty movie. The CGI effects are terrible. I don't know where all that money went to make this movie. Gerard Butler totally hamming it up, just totally chewing the scenery. He just oh my god. And then the guy from Game of Thrones, I don't know what he's thinking. I think he's just like, I'm glad I am making some good money, and I can't wait till I can return to the set of Game of Thrones. Gods of Egypt sucks. My dad liked it, and I almost ended my relationship with my dad. I almost disowned myself from him. No, Gods of Egypt is a 1 out of 5. It sucks so bad. It's laughable in some areas, but for the most part, it's just not really fun to watch. I just remember wanting to leave the theater so badly. 1 out of 5 for Gods of Egypt. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this segment. I'm gonna stop it right here. Next time we come back, I'll try to do some more reviews, hopefully quicker. We'll see. Let me know if you are down to watch this series of me kind of recapping, kind of, you know, catching up with the releases of this year. And until the next time, I will see you guys later. Please give this video a like. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought of the movies that I mentioned here. And then we'll go from there. Alright, guys? Peace out. Woo! Cha cha cha!